Everyone, it's Villain's Man, wrapping up session 13 of the Ancient War Reborn. I'm your DM, JVD.
I am Evan the Great from the Villain's Man. I am playing Luda Silverstring, the Bard, and we are on a floating castle attacked by a large winged beast. Good luck.
I'm the Bearded Wonder with the Villain's Demand, and I'm playing Vesperr Nork, the Moon Elf, who just left her girlfriend behind.
I am Smiley, playing Ola Dwighthema, Dragon Slayer, Inventor.
I like how you had Dragon Slayer, because you think they're a dragon all the way.
It's going to be something else.
But go on.
Fucking rock or something.
Scared
I
of
lost my
heights?
spot.
Scared of heights?
Extremely scared of heights. It is unnatural. Dwarves should not be in the sky. They should be on the ground.
Very true.
So you're taking disadvantage this combat?
Well, I'm used to it.
He's like, no, I'm not taking
Hey,
advantage.
Luna. If I had disadvantage, that's what you have to deal with.
And I'm Wes, playing Roland Ivor.
Okay, so Luda, since you like to seem to give the mini breakdown every time you introduce yourself, give us a breakdown of the last session.
Alright, so last session, we departed onto a stairway of clouds, going upward. Many of the townspeople, they could not walk on it. They tried and fell through, but us four were able to walk on it. Unfortunately, we had to leave a lover's quarrel, got separated. But we descended into the clouds, where we met Mr. Zephyros.
Every time y'all say that,
They have a
one,
big
I want you to
castle
say
with a big
Sephiroth.
wizard hat on it, and an 18-foot tall storm giant walks out named Zephyros and talks in Fate, almost like riddles. And he has
Cryptic.
Yes, very cryptic. And basically, he is a trap. Well, he's going to bring us into one destination we want to go to. We discussed this among ourselves, and we decided we want to go to Waterdeep. The trip will take 2 days. During that time frame, I think the first night, some other creatures riding on birds that we fought before, but bigger, I think you said.
They're vultures. Giant vultures is what they were.
Land, and it freaks everybody out. We go out there. Their leader of sorts, humanoid, goes up and talks to Zephyros and comes back down and angry, and he leaves. There's some other things that happen in the middle with us trying to talk to the birds, find out they want to eat us. They leave. We try to ask him what they was there for, but he would not tell us. He would not get any information out because he does not want to get involved in the worldly matters. We check out some more of these rooms in here. Basically, it's just nothing. We stay on the first floor where he tells us to stay. And I think we are about to get to Waterdeep now. And I've been sending messages to let everybody know what's going on. I'm trying to keep their relationship together, and I'm trying to keep Leos informed. And he informs me we should watch out for giants. Before we get to Waterdeep, we have a large...
Don't worry about dragons. Watch out for giants.
Glisten winged creature of sorts flying towards our cloud vehicle, that's what we call it. And we all shit our pants, we got some Mountain Dew, and we came back, and here we are.
All right.
Thank you.
I'm
So-
not that long as
It was long. About 3 minutes.
I think
Vesperr, you start yelling.
Yeah, I start running back toward the tower, dashing, whatever I gotta do, all out running, because I fought dragons
Maybe just
before.
30 feet.
And I'm just yelling, dragon!
All right. Yeah, you got 2 rounds to prepare for this. You start yelling dragon, you run back towards your tower. Roll me a perception.
2 dragons!
14.
There's something that's not caught your eye, and it's only catching your eye because it's dawn. You see all around the tower are strange markings that are gold. You never noticed them now, but you catch them in the early dawn's light. Alright, so we're going to go around the table with Vesperr. Orin, you hear her yelling.
I immediately pull out my gun, get my stuff ready, and go to the, open the door so she can get in.
There's no door.
Oh, well then.
It's all open area on the bottom floor, and then a curtain where you're at.
I will go to the doorway,
Mhm.
right where I have cover in the doorway, and I will ready myself.
Okay.
If that dragon is a color that is not metallic, I will take a shot when I can see it, if I can see it.
All right. Rolling.
Roland will wake up.
Kind of drowsy.
He'll get his greatsword. And he could have swore he just heard dragon. He starts looking around.
Dragons again.
I would say if you look, you would see Ord kind of scrambling around. He's got his gun out, kind of post up on one of the pillars. You do see Vesperr running that way.
Very seriously, sword.
Alright, so he'll, this is all open with curtains, like you said.
It's only curtains in the
He'll
middle.
cut through to this side, because that's where Vesper's coming from.
Okay. Luda.
He has dragon. The only image that flies in my mind is when he killed the damn dragon last time. So I'm finding Ord and I'm getting behind him.
Alright, now you got one more round. Vesperr.
I am 5, 10, 10, 20, 25, 30. Posting up against the pillar, like Ord on the other side. Drawing my longbow out.
Alright. You hiding or anything?
Like, if there's like a pillar or something I can post up like he
Yeah.
is beside it. Yeah.
Yeah, they're everywhere around
There,
here.
yeah.
Ord?
I won't look for it.
You're just gonna, okay, roll me perception. Because she rolled high enough that she was catching it in the sun. Because she was looking towards the sun.
I probably don't got it. It's 7.
No. Roland, what are you doing?
Same thing, I'm pretty much looking for this dragon.
Roll me a
preparing.
perception.
What is it?
And I'm also going to
In the sun.
preemptively go ahead and cast Shield
Tell
of
me out
Faith
of the
to
sun.
bring my AC up.
I have one eye I need to hang
Alright.
with.
I can't help that.
14.
14? Nope.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so
Okay, cool.
spell.
See or hear anything.
No, you hear it roaring, but you can't see it. It's flying in with the sun. So, Luda, what are you doing? Beat your book, Luda.
Luda is going to
Shit herself.
say, Zephyros, is that his name?
Mhm.
Zephyros, help us. She's going to scream it.
Alright.
I don't think
He's saying that he's not. He's.
But if it attacks his
He's attacking his damn tower.
that's a
I
different
think he's
story.
attacking us.
Yeah, but we're in the tower. I'm not getting out of this damn tower. Okay, if it's coming at me, it's gonna have to go through this tower
Alright,
too.
here we go. I've got initiatives rolled out. It's not at the tower yet, but here we go. Vesperr. This thing will be here in like the next round. So right now you can start to see it come out of it's big enough so a lot of the sun it isn't hiding it.
Yeah.
But you can just see it glistens off of it.
Oh, we can't hit it yet. It's too far away, right?
Listen.
I would say it's probably 100 foot away.
100 feet
So
away?
like, yeah, you could take a shot.
Yeah, I'll take a shot at
Does
it.
he know what it looks like?
If you really want to, if anybody really wants to get a good look at it, I will let them roll perceptions with advantage.
Okay, let me roll perception.
Okay, go ahead.
Let's find out what color it is before we just attack it.
Alright, so 19, 20, 25. 25.
You can tell this dragon looks like it might be silver, but I mean it's rushing in on you too.
Silver dragon, guys.
I.
Roll and
Relax my
hold his
weapon.
hand up to
Run initiative. Hold up. Hold up.
I'm just telling everybody.
Yeah.
Silver dragon, guys.
Okay. You what are you doing on a move action? Well, just let that be your action, yeah.
Do I know anything about silver dragons?
No, you know anything about dragons?
I don't know. I mean, I guess.
Roll me an arcane knowledge.
just what we've been doing.
13.
You know dragons totally stomp ass.
Yeah.
And that they're dangerous. You know there are good and evil dragons. But knowing your background one, I don't think you would really know the difference between a lot of dragons. Now you know a green one, a blue one, a white one, and a black one will kill people.
Yeah.
It
I'm
has been
gonna.
explained to us that metallic
Yeah.
dragons are good.
Who said that?
That was like a session or two ago.
His god rides a gold dragon as well.
So
I'll hold action for now.
okay.
You locked the door? I heard something.
It's 12, they're probably here.
Oh.
Roll it.
This dragon is coming at us.
Mm-hmm. Oh, you also know it has, you see that it's got something in its talons also, Vesperr. A lot of something in its hands. You can't tell from this distance though.
He's gonna try something a little weird. It is a silver dragon. It's a metallic dragon. Should be a good one. So he's gonna lay his sword at his feet.
All
And
right.
hold his hands up.
All right.
Probably gonna take a
Luda.
very big hit for this, but
Where's it at right now? The dragon?
It's coming. It'll be here on its turn.
Last time I remember we was all lined up like this and we got hit. So I'm gonna try to find that pillar over here and hide behind it.
Roll me a hide.
Fuck that, I'm turning invisible.
Hey, right?
Don't dragons have tremor sense?
Yeah, but I mean,
I don't know. Do you know dragons have
I don't
no
know
one
that.
here probably knows
I don't
dragons
know
have
that, so-
tremor sense.
We
I mean, no one here has extensively studied
Yeah,
got
dragons.
track because the green dragon wasn't asleep or anything.
I
yeah.
know a little bit from, you know,
I know dwarven stuff.
but not enough to
Yeah, so
actually say.
she's
Okay.
invisible.
I'm sure we all know tales of dragons.
It's starting. It's turn. This massive, large dragon. Raising the roof? Okay, he just done this. I was like, what?
He's like, hold on.
Okay.
He's like, you know,
You see this massive dragon. It's the size of the ones that attacked the caravan. And it flies up over and it leans down and it roars. And what it does, 6 dwarfs drop. You see them drink potions. And when they do for a dwarf, and you're very amazed by this when you see a dwarf, they're very agile. When they come rolling up, roll me a religious or history knowledge.
anybody or just him?
Just him, he's a dwarf.
21.
You said all these guys in the corner? They have the foaming mug standard on their armor. You know that is Clan Battlehammer from Mithril Hall, or better known now from Gauntlet Room.
Bruno here?
No, Bruno
I
is
don't know
not.
who that is.
You don't know. You actually probably know. He's a
I'm
king.
gonna
So.
put my stuff away.
As soon as they roll, they've got axes branded and they're running in your direction.
Oh, well.
Move all of them 30 foot.
Wow, they're fast.
No, they're moving like they're gonna move inside the tower.
Are these battle ragers?
They look extremely like they're hard dwarves. They have scars and whatnot.
Do they have like giant packs on their heads?
Yeah,
Oh, shit.
they do. They see you're doing this, rolling, got your hands up, sword to feet, and they look at you. They're confused. They point out, look at them behind the pillars, and you see them. They look and they fly up. They're going up the tower.
Can we yell something? Be like, hey guys,
Orin's
what's the
turn.
problem?
I do
It
not know.
doesn't seem like it's for us. We're going in the tower.
I want to yell out Edward and what the bloody hell's going on.
So you yell that out.
Yeah.
You're gonna step out of your spot. I mean, they're throwing up on their turn. You turn around and you look and you're gonna yell that, and you hear one of them yell to you, "Death to giant kind, traitor!"
He's not a bad giant.
They don't know.
I'll
that.
say that.
We're not here
You
by
yell
choice.
that.
Yeah.
All right. You're gonna yell out. We're gonna keep initiative here because this can get violent. I mean, that's the only reason I'm keeping it initiative.
We're gonna start a war with Clan Battlehammer.
Vesperr, it is your turn.
At this rate, the giant Davy Beer.
Are they all going up?
Yeah, they're all flown up. They're all like 30 feet above you.
Alright, I'll put my bow down and be like, he's helping us.
Persuasion.
We
They
were.
already called us a traitor.
Do they
Call me a
know?
traitor, brother. I'm a dwarf.
Would saying Leosin's name be helpful in the situation?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if I'm
We
saying
can't
that.
assume anything everyone knows Leosin.
Yeah, you can't assume
I
that.
can't assume that. I know that, but I mean, I don't know.
And okay, You would know Mithril Hall is way in the north, near Felbar and stuff.
But we know they're a respectable kingdom, right?
You would know that, but you also know that Battlehammers don't give a shit. They're all about beating you up if they need to. You've read the books.
Yeah, I'm gonna tell them that.
I mean,
you know,
you think Bruno's pretty cut and dry.
Yeah, we're fighting against the cult of the dragon. And, oh, 19. What's that for persuasion?
Mm-hmm.
So an 18.
Okay, we're gonna keep this going, rolling.
They basically called him a traitor, or all of us a traitor, because we're here
All
with
of
the
us.
dragon, or here with the.
No, Ord. They were talking because Ord yelled at him. The guy directly was looking at Ord called him a traitor. He said traitor, not traitors. Traitor.
But yeah, when I
Tell
tell
them,
them,
we're not here by
from behind
choice.
the pillar.
You're not here by choice.
So we're prisoners.
Yeah, if you're not here by choice. I mean, you did decide to ride it. That is
Yeah,
by
he
choice.
did offer. He
I
did
mean, that is
say
right.
that.
You came up here on by choice.
He could have.
We came up here, and the way back disappeared.
He could have. He could have asked to leave.
Yeah, who asked to leave?
We could
Nobody.
just
No,
stay
we
there.
decided it was a
Not
good
one
idea.
person.
Actually, I did ask if we could use it later, and
And he said no.
It's not a good idea.
But guess what? No one made you take that either.
We could have went back.
You
to
could have
town.
went back. You could have asked.
I'm
He
sure
just
we
said
would've
no.
done
You know, it's best to do this now.
that. I'm sure he would have put the stairs down. We could
Yeah, but no one tried to stay. No one did. that's not on me. I don't play you guys.
I've already made it clear several times that Horde wants to get to
Yeah.
Waterdeep to find Mordath.
Yeah. So
So they don't buy it.
I don't know. Roll me persuasion.
We're going in turn. So that
Yeah, I'm that. Everything's going in turn.
14.
All right, Luda. They're all talking to these dwarves and whatnot, and you're still under there, and they're all looking up.
I'm invisible. I will. I can't believe I'm doing this. I'm going to send a message to Zephyros and tell him that there's 6 Battlehammer dwarves coming to kill you.
Well, you already yelled at him.
I know, but like this is a message, so directly. Now I know he hears me. And my move action, I'm going to. You said they're running up or flying.
Yeah, they're flying up. Yeah.
I guess we got to climb.
Mm-hmm. There's no. You don't see any way up there.
Try persuading them. Talk to them.
I'm invisible.
Can I? You get an answer message, right?
Yeah.
He tells you, "I worry not about dwarves."
Oh shit. About to be bloodbath over here.
I'm just going to go over here then, since he told me that, to stay with Ord, because I think this guy was going to handle these.
All right. So their turn. You said Cult of the Dragon, and they tell you Cult of the Dragon are the least of the problems. And the one that yelled at you is who's talking, and the other ones are like trying. They're already in. They've already like tried to get in. You see them float in, Luda, as soon as you come out. That's what you guys see. The one who says something to you, he says that. He said the Cult of the Dragon are not the problem, and he flies up in with the rest of them.
Well, we can't get up there.
Can you?
I mean, we could.
We could, but
Or-
we're told to stay off.
We were told to stay here.
I genuinely don't know what I can do right now.
I feel like we should help the
Mm.
guy.
He's not worried about him. He'll handle them
Yeah.
himself. We're good. As long as they don't attack us. Which they're up
The
here,
dragon's
they're
sitting
not
there
coming to us.
chilling.
What is the dragon doing? That's good.
I-
You don't see the dragon.
Oh. Well,
This is only the end of the second
I
round.
think it just dropped him off, and he's
It
flying
dropped him
around.
off, and it roared, dropped him off, and then it flown. And
Oh,
it's
well.
coming back. Who knows? You can't see. No one's bothered to try to
Can I
stop
go
the
by
dragon.
initiative?
You're last.
Oh.
So do we hear anything once they go in?
You don't.
I've got
From where you're at. You gotta think this is a giant
Giant
tower.
tower, yeah.
Now remember, when you went underneath and looked up, that was 100 foot up.
Right.
And you gotta think, the higher you go up, the harder the wind blows, the harder it is to hear
I don't think
things.
there's anything I can do at this point in time. I'm not going to attack the dwarves, and I want to find out what's going on.
So, are you not doing anything with your action?
Not at this point, no.
Roll me a perception with a disadvantage.
That's 12.
You don't hear anything. Vesperr.
I guess I'm gonna look around for this dragon, see if I can spot it anywhere.
Okay, you can do that.
Oh,
Hey,
Crit.
yeah, you crit with your eyes. You got heat vision.
Your eye,
You get to
look
looking
at it so
around,
hard, your eye popped out of your
And
head.
where you're looking, you see the walls lower down like they did for you this morning, and you can see it. It's winging over and it's coming back around. I mean, it's like coming a big arch. And it's coming back around towards your castle.
I wonder what's behind these walls. This beast that he said would kill us when we got out there. Maybe.
What you doing?
I don't know.
What are you doing?
Really fast. I guess I'm just gonna sit here and wait and see what happens. I mean, there's not lots of
Look at the dragon come out. I'm gonna wait and see what happens.
I'm like, well, I don't know what's going on, man. Like these dwarfs just pop out.
Would you like to ready your action?
I will ready my action.
For what? What are you gonna do? You need to let me know.
I guess I'll notch an arrow with my longbow and get ready. Like, not really aiming at anything, just kind of
Okay.
getting ready. I mean,
Just in case you need to take a shot.
yeah.
Rolling. You see her. She spots a dragon. You see her notch an arrow.
I don't think that's gonna be necessary. But I'll pick my sword up and head back in.
So you head back underneath the tower.
Into the tower, stand on the first floor. They went, the dwarves going up to the second floor or third floor, whatever.
All right.
And just make sure I'm out of the blast of whatever this dragon might do, should it actually not be good.
Oh, it's obviously good.
Roll me a perception. Disadvantage. By the way, Vesperr, you can do that on your turn.
It might
as
be a
well.
good dragon, but if it's trained to hate giants,
Perception disadvantage. You're listening.
and thanks for a
Hey.
giant trader, it's gonna blow his breath weapon all over us.
So, and what is this perception?
Yeah. You're hearing.
20.
Hey, both of you. You can hear combat in the tower.
Fuck, I don't even know what to do.
Okay.
I suggest we not interfere.
Yeah, Luda, your turn.
Yeah, but Zephyros been kind. I mean, I don't want to leave him to die.
No, it's yeah. Roll it,
Sure he can
yeah.
handle himself.
Luda, it's your turn. Oh, you guys gonna point out the battle in the tower to everybody?
Yeah, I'll tell him there's combat going on up there.
When they tell me that, Luda puts two and two together, and she says, we got to go up there and stop him from killing the giant, at least, because if he dies, we're freaking thousands of feet in the air.
I will
Good
roll
point.
against my word.
I'm gonna go and try to go, I'm trying to get up there.
How you gonna try to get up there?
Are
Is there any
stairs to go?
staircase or anywhere?
You see no way to get to the
Fuck,
second
you
or
can't
third
go.
floor.
'Cause I mean, I got an adventurer's kit. I got some rope, but it's only like 50 feet.
Tower's 300 foot if I'm right.
So, rope's not going to do a lot of good here.
Might be bigger than that.
I don't have a grappling hook, so. I need like a Boba Fett jetpack.
Well, I was gonna tell you that's not wise.
What? A jetpack?
No.
Oh. Well, then
If
that'd
they
be awesome.
wind up killing him, we're falling to our death.
Yeah, because this thing's going to poof, right?
And we can't get up there right now.
It's 180 foot to the second floor.
Is it stone like straight up, you said?
Yeah, it's straight up tower.
Are there any
What I got
footholds?
anything that's hard?
Mm-mm.
Puncher.
Anybody speak dragon?
Fuck it. I'm gonna cast enhanced ability on myself. It gives me for the strength, and I'm gonna try to climb it. Advantage on climb checks.
All right.
I'm not
Give me a
fall,
climb.
but I got feather
I need
fall.
12.
What's climb now? Is it
It's athletics.
athletics? I don't have anything in it, but I get to put a 1 in it, and my strength is 0, so I gotta roll a 11, and I got advantage with the spell on me.
All right.
No, but I got advantage.
Hey,
Yes.
you see Luda start to scale the tower. Move half for moving up the tower.
Yep.
Um,
I'll continue to warn her against that. She's gonna do it, whether she, whatever she wants to do, but
I don't want to hold like that.
I see
We
that
know
as
that Roland
breaking
can
a
talk
law
to
to
animals
get
now,
into
right?
us.
yeah.
I'll
I don't know if I
ask
kill it.
Roland
This
if he
thing
can
is
talk to the.
1,000 feet out there. That's what I'm thinking.
They're like an actual
Roland
beast.
doesn't know,
Yeah, but I
but
don't
you
know
know,
that.
because you sent the
He
message,
knows
he
that. I
tells
don't
you
know
he ain't
that.
worried
He
about
doesn't.
them,
Yeah.
you're not gonna get
Earlier.
hurt.
Oh, okay.
But now I hear battle up there. It's just
You're climbing it. Roll me a perception with a disadvantage. I give you no disadvantage because you already know what's going on. So keep that.
that's a 23.
You don't hear any combat. You're climbing. You look up. You two are outside. You look up and you see Zephyros. He leaves the tower. He comes floating out, and he floats towards this dragon. Orin, it's your turn.
He's about to kill this dragon too. He done killed the dwarves.
Watch him, he'll kill the dragon.
Why don't you just go out there and
No problem
choke it?
with these dwarves.
I don't have anything I can do.
Nothing.
Nothing I can think of.
You come back
I
inside
can-
with me.
I can yell out stuff like,
We know the dragon and them are not
No.
bad, but they think he's bad. They're going to kill
Well, they
him.
attacked him with self-defense. And
Yeah, I know.
he didn't. I mean,
yeah, that's the, like, I'm not gonna roll good enough to climb 300 feet.
I mean, I might.
But how do we know this thing ain't tricking us? This big ass giant.
If it's possible,
It's possible. I mean,
we don't know.
I don't see the point in it. I mean,
Oh, well, fate is guiding us, and as a paladin, you gotta have.
We got to
faith
let whatever
sometimes.
happens happen because we can't kill either one of these things.
No, we can't.
probably not. If it's a mature.
Between
bigger
the
than
dragon and the
fight.
giant, I'd rather fight the giant than the dragon.
It's bigger. It's bigger than the green dragon, right? This-
Oh yeah, it was the size of the white moon black.
The
Okay,
one that
yeah.
picked up a cart with one
With its claws, and it was like whoop, fly out.
Yeah, like this.
Okay, yeah, we can't kill
I'm
it.
just gonna watch.
Yeah,
Only
it was the big- yeah, those are the biggest things you've ever
two
seen in your
horns.
life, and there's
I'm
one.
just gonna watch what happens here.
All right. Is anybody else going to take an action on their turn, or
I'm just waiting and watching.
because you're next?
I mean,
I want. You said we can see the floor above us from the inside of the first floor. Can I see? I want to go in and see if I can see anything.
The first floor,
Like
like a large bed. It's like a living quarters, bed, table.
no, I
chair.
thought you said before we could see the ballroom above us.
Yeah, that's what it is. That's
Oh,
there's
alright.
a bed, a table, like a small
I
table, a
was wondering if we could
bookshelf.
see the dwarves or something.
You do? You see them, and they're all just standing there.
oh, so they're not dead. Okay.
No, they're just standing there talking to each other. You can't hear what they're saying, but you're like moving their hands and whatnot. Their weapons are put up.
No. Well,
Is he
apparently
gonna-
things are worked out.
That's
Or he commanded them to put their weapons up.
He's like,
Okay, so Vesperr, it's your turn.
A dwarf would never listen to a command from a giant, to be fair.
I'm just watching Zephyros go toward this dragon
Nah,
like
he's
a
just-
boss.
Arms folded, floating towards this dragon. The dragon's roaring at
Yeah,
him.
he's like a boss, right? He's just going
Yeah.
toward this thing like he don't give a shit. I'm like, well, let's watch what happens. We'll get some popcorn out.
Rolling. You see him looking up. Ord's in there with you now.
Pretty much.
And if you look up, you see what he sees.
I'm gonna step out the other side.
Okay, well now you see Zephyros. He's out there. You know, you just see him floating out there like it ain't nothing.
Happens every
Taking
day.
any other action?
Yeah, I'm just gonna watch.
All right.
I feel like this is
Buddha,
probably a
He
test.
does the same thing.
you go over there, watch.
Yep, climb down and watch.
All right. You see the dragon get real close, and it goes like it's going to tackle him with his claws, and he goes. And he puts his hand out. Anybody understand Dracon? And you
Not
just
yet.
hear this thing speak loudly. And the dragon kind of halts itself. And for 30 minutes, they stand out there and talk.
Wow. Okay.
Told you.
They come back, and the dragon, in all of its magnificent glory, lands beside you, and it'll look at you, and
I'll give it
and
a
it'll
little
bow its head.
Blessings to you.
And Zephyros like, everything is fine. I'm misunderstanding.
Obvious. Good deal.
He smiles. He
He
says, I believe I have drawn the attention of your allies in Waterdeep.
Probably.
By what
So Leos, and what's that good name?
I've been told, there is much for you to learn.
And to drink, unfortunately.
You'll see him lift his hand up, and you'll see these dwarfs float out of the tower, back to the ground, and they just kind of look at this cloud giant, you know, just like, what is going on? And the dragon, you know, will open his hands, and the dwarves will go back, and Draconic, he apologizes to the giant. The giant tips his head, you know, tips his head, and he looks at you guys, and he says, soon. And with the flap of its wings, it lets the current carry it off the cloud, and then it dives underneath it.
Look at this little head fin thing. Looks kind of
Yeah.
awesome.
And now you have literally been that, well, you were close to an evil dragon. Now you've met your foe's good dragon.
Well, that was something.
I think I may need to be changing my pants soon.
We should be near Waterdeep now.
I may have Clayfist a bit.
Sephiroth, that's the thing. Sephiroth says we should be arriving in Waterdeep within 5-10 minutes tops. It's like, I'm sorry about the misunderstanding.
It's not
My
your fault.
apologies.
No, that's fine. We were just,
No
trying to
apologies
help you out.
necessary.
We didn't want them to
Yeah.
attack
All
you.
sorted out.
As he
What
says,
else involved? The
No
closest
life
one we jumped
no
to.
loss of life was.
as he tells you this, you could feel the clouds shift and it starts to go down.
I gather all my
Oh.
gear.
Honestly, Zephyros, I never thought I'd say this to one of your kind, but it's been a pleasure meeting you.
And he says, I am much obliged, good dwarf. There should be more like you, more open-minded.
The world would run a lot smoother, to be honest.
He says, the gears within you turn much like the gears of your god.
Hey, thank you. I can only hope.
As you guys kind of look off in the distance, you can start to see the enormous city of Waterdeep. Your destination you're supposed to make like 2 months ago.
Yeah, slow down a lot.
Were we supposed to get there 2 months ago? I thought we had to go to Waterdeep and through a caravan.
Yeah, your caravan to Waterdeep was almost about 2 months. But you slowed down once after the dragon attack.
Yeah.
Anybody got anything to say to this guy as you're making your descent?
I'll tell them
Just,
thanks for the ride, and if there's anything we can ever do for you, let us know.
Yeah.
You know?
Yes, we thank you for your
He
hospitality.
tells you,
Should you ever need us?
young elf, if fate showed me what I have seen, you will do much for me, and many more.
Well, thank you.
He said, no, I thank you.
Well, if you ever need us, I feel you know where to find us.
He
Alright.
smiles.
Ask him, how do we find you?
He says, that is all up to fate.
Okay.
I think one on the lands he'll find us.
He said, I just hope that you find the answers that you seek.
Well, I believe I have somebody that's waiting for me down there somewhere.
He said, yes, Leosin already awaits your approach.
Aye, I wasn't talking about him, unfortunately.
He says, but I am.
That's the first time he said something like that.
What, that he knew somebody?
Yeah.
No, he didn't.
I mean, like,
The Lord's name.
I mean, he knew that, but like, normally he didn't give us any information, but he just gave us information.
Yeah, he
Oh.
won't give us no information of the
that Leos is
world
waiting for
down
us.
here.
Well, that's
First
not
time-
really something we don't know, though.
Yeah, I mean, we already know that, but it's just weird.
Or maybe he kind of intercepted your message.
Oh, yeah, he did.
It's possible.
Yeah, he did.
I mean, he's been kind of cryptic and not really playing
Yeah.
his hand on anything.
Seems pretty neutral and everything.
Mm-hmm.
Giants are tricksters.
You descend, you're getting closer, like the city of Splendors is right there. Any last thing before you get off here?
Can I have a griffin? I don't think that's just no, but
Um,
still, I had to ask.
If you got like a little one,
He
that'd be
says-
cool.
Yes,
What?
but you can't have mine.
I don't know.
Do you get like a baby griffin?
He said, not here.
No. You know where we can find one?
He goes, while you're in the air, and he just like lays out tall in the land in the north.
It's not wrong. It's not wrong.
To all the land in the
Fair
north,
enough.
meaning basically no north.
Well, I guess I have to
It's
settle
like, where's the
for
holes at?
a nice
Everywhere.
mechanical bed.
He tells you, for fear of the people, he's like, I apologize for not being able to get any closer. You kind of look down and you're like still way up there. But you see an opening right where you entered the clouds the last time opened up.
So, we stairs again?
Mm-hmm. You go there and look.
I'll go over there and look.
Below there, about 5-6 foot down, is a small cloud, and it's about 10 foot
It's a
wide.
Nimbus cloud. Yes!
Well, you just run over there and hop. Did you go look? I mean,
Yeah, I'll go look, and then when I see it,
It'll
I'll
fly
go
through.
leap of faith, basically.
Well, it pays
It's
off.
like Assassin's Creed, you just like.
I would have to go down there and cut it off.
Leap of faith to person, man. This was meant to happen.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess I'll jump on the cloud.
Okay, you guys see him jumping in this hole.
I go over with,
Roland, can I see your spirit?
I forgot your name.
I just want to stand in front of the cloud.
Go over there and I'm like, I look down and I say, it's a long way.
I'm still by the giant.
Yeah.
You just stand there. He's like, I'm not going.
I was gonna try to push him off.
Wow, that's mean.
Well, I know he's afraid of heights.
Then he misses the cloud.
I would feel bad then, I'll kill him.
Oh God, wouldn't that suck?
That would so. Yeah.
He's like B.A. Baracus.
You jumping down there?
Yeah, I jumped down there.
You and Zephyros.
Alright,
Can he make rails?
alright.
And he smiles. And he just looks at you.
No defense but dwarves up along in the
Water's
clouds.
fine.
He says, that's what happened to the other ones. They didn't belong in the clouds.
And they're just tempted to fate.
He
They're
says,
dragging carry on
he says, if all works out, I will stay up here and you can stay down there.
I don't mind you coming down to visit.
You're gonna offer him to visit?
Yeah.
He says, if fate allows it.
I'm going to nervously, like, reaching for something to hold on to the entire time, knowing that there's nothing.
Yeah, there's just a
going down.
flat cloud. No railing, nothing. It's like 10 foot wide.
I won't look somewhat dizzy and
I'll
disoriented
catch you.
trying to work my way down to the cloud.
Then you both fall off the cloud.
Well, it's like a 5-6 foot jump down there.
Like your stomach's gonna.
I want to awkwardly just go,
The
"Whoa!"
cloud gently takes off. You're freaking out, Ord.
Yes.
How's everybody feel
I'm
about
like holding on to the floor of the cloud.
Yeah.
You go to reach, and a little thing of cloud comes up underneath your hands.
I can deal with this. I can deal with this.
I mean, it's
It's like
exhilarating. I mean, you're
it's
just
pretty awesome.
like you're at a slope, but you're not falling off this cloud.
See, it ain't so much height
Yeah,
either.
it's like-
It's like those hills.
Pretty much, yeah.
Roland will walk over and put his hand on you, and it'll be over in a minute.
Gordon, what if it's not right now?
You can't walk. It's like a 10 foot by 10 foot thing. Like
Then
it's just enough room
right
for
there
all.
next to me
You're just
anyway,
like
so I
all
wouldn't
yeah,
have
it's
to.
right there, yeah.
Like air sick bags pop up for.
The thing next one that it's high is that this is ground.
And what, he's scared.
You guys are floating down, and you're heading towards the docks of the city. Everybody, roll me a perception.
Psych.
Yeah.
Fuck you.
1.
I rolled a 1.
Not natural 1. I just have a minus
Oh,
1.
I rolled a
13.
You two
Six.
see a face you've not seen in a very long time.
Yelson.
Leosin. And he's waving as he sees you guys, and he has a big smile on his face.
Way back.
Eventually, looking through the crowd, you see the hand wave, and it's Leosin. How do you feel about seeing Leosin again?
She's
Excited.
You're excited? Do you feel ashamed of maybe what you done just a couple days ago?
See his bird that we were overhead by now?
I mean, you're not together with Leo. So
I'm not really
technically
together with
she
him.
ain't. So
Okay, that's how you feel. I'm just asking.
you're just learning how to do better when you do sleep with him. Can't practice.
The cloud slopes down, and it just kind of dematerializes as it sits you on the dock beside him.
I immediately drop down to the wooden dog. And the kids go, oh, thank the Lords. Thank you,
Good to
Lord.
meet you. Good to meet you. Nice to see you again, fuck. That's not
Good to meet
cool.
The
Shake
ocean,
his hand.
so
Yeah, shake
much
his
has
hand.
happened.
And he says, yes, more than what you've probably realized.
But I got it.
Got what?
The bastard that attacked the town.
He said, you killed the dragon?
Yeah,
the green dragon,
I'll pull
yes.
out some scales.
Oh, wow, he's impressed. He's amazed. He's very grateful that you done such a thing.
Yeah, but there's like
Oh,
three
there's
more big
three
ones.
more even bigger.
Pelican rest now.
A black, blue, and a white.
Sticks his hand out, shake your hand.
I take it.
Gives your hand a little kiss because he hasn't seen you. Labuda, what are you doing?
Hugging.
You're gonna hug him, and he
Start humping his leg.
has a little
No.
embarrassed that he pats you on the back like he was not expecting a hug.
You sort of see that one coming to be
It's like that. It's like that.
And he says, I'm very grateful you guys are all alive. Says, I would love to catch up, but
Business first.
business first. It's like, so, I'm gonna take you guys to get cleaned up because you probably stink. And he says, your tale to me will be told to many of